The world of photography and videography is once again holding its collective breath as whispers grow louder about Sony's next big leap in the Alpha 7 series, the much-anticipated Sony A7V, or as some are calling it, the Sony A7V. The anticipation isn't just about another release date on the calendar. It's about whether this new addition to Sony's mirrorless lineup will set a fresh benchmark for full-frame performance or simply ride the coattails of its predecessors. If you're a creator, photographer, or videographer, the dilemma is real. Should you hold out for the A7V and risk missing current opportunities, or invest in the tried-and-true Sony A7 IV, knowing its successor might soon make it feel a generation behind? This isn't just a question about megapixels or frame rates, it's about whether the Sony Alpha A7V can genuinely claim the crown in the enthusiast full-frame market while defending itself from heavy competition and sky-high expectations. Today, we're going deep into the most credible rumors, leaked insights, and industry analysis to figure out whether the A7V will be a game-changer, or if it's destined to be another incremental upgrade in an increasingly crowded mirrorless arena. The evolution of the Alpha 7 line. Sony's Alpha 7 series has redefined what photographers and filmmakers expect from a full-frame mirrorless camera. When the A7 III arrived back in 2018 at $1,999, it didn't just make waves, it sent shockwaves through the industry by delivering an affordable, high-performance tool for both professionals and serious hobbyists. The Sony A7 IV, launched in 2021 for $2,499, continued this momentum, packing improved processing power, enhanced autofocus, and stronger hybrid capabilities. Now, all signs suggest the A7V will continue the tradition of upward leaps in both performance and price. If insider leaks are correct, we could be looking at a $2,799 launch price for the body alone. That's a noticeable bump, and globally, the impact will be even greater. With VAT included, European buyers might see prices hit €3,400, while in Canada it could approach $4,000 Canadian. At this price tier, Sony will need to justify every dollar by delivering real, tangible improvements that appeal to both photographers and videographers. Rumored core specs and sensor technology. The A7V centerpiece is expected to be a 44-megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor, a significant jump from the 33MP sensor in the A7 IV. This puts it neatly between the A7 IV's balanced resolution and the ultra-high-res A7V series, giving users extra cropping power without slowing down burst performance too drastically. Some early chatter suggested a stacked 33MP sensor variant, but the 44MP BSI theory has been corroborated by more credible industry sources. This configuration would offer greater dynamic range, richer detail, and better lowlight performance, while maintaining the speed hybrid shooters crave. Interestingly, the sensor is rumored to be non-stacked, which should help keep costs in check and avoid direct overlap with Sony's flagship A1, while still pushing the envelope on image quality. Processing power and AI autofocus. Driving this new sensor will likely be the Bion's XR image processor, potentially paired with a dedicated AI processing unit for the autofocus system. AI-driven autofocus is becoming a defining feature in high-end mirrorless cameras, and the A7V is rumored to take this to the next level. Expect smarter subject recognition, refined real-time tracking, and improved performance in complex shooting environments, whether that's wildlife darting through dense foliage, athletes in motion, or busy city streets. This directly addresses one of the A7 IV's biggest criticisms: occasional autofocus hesitation in unpredictable scenarios. Speed and shooting performance. Burst speed is where the A7V might shock people. Rumors point to up to 20 frames per second with continuous AF/AE, doubling the A7 IV's 10 frames per second. For action, sports, and wildlife shooters, this could be the deciding factor. That's approaching flagship-level shooting speed at a more accessible price point. Heat management is also reportedly improved, ensuring the A7V maintains top performance even during long bursts or extended 4K video recording sessions, a must for hybrid creators who push their gear to its limits. Video capabilities. For hybrid creators. On the video front, the A7V is rumored to step firmly into pro-level hybrid territory. Expected features include 4K recording at oversampled resolutions with 16-bit RAW output over HDMI, access to Sony's beloved S/Log3 and S-Cinetone picture profiles for cinematic color grading, advanced 5-axis in-body stabilization, rumored to reach up to 8 stops of compensation for smooth handheld footage, dual card slots, one CF Express Type A and one UHS-2 SD, will maintain fast write speeds while offering backup options. For professional videographers, this is a workflow lifesaver. Design and ergonomics. Physically, the Sony A7V could lean heavily on the design DNA of the Sony A1, with a sturdier, more premium build than the A7 IV. Expect a deeper, more comfortable grip for long shoots, improved button placement and tactile feedback. A fully articulating, high-resolution LCD touchscreen with better brightness for outdoor shooting. A refined electronic viewfinder with higher resolution and magnification, making composition and manual focusing more precise. If these rumors hold true, Sony seems determined to merge flagship-grade ergonomics with a price point that's still within reach for serious enthusiasts. Competitive landscape. Sony won't have the mirrorless market to itself. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II offers impressive 4K 60p video with minimal crop, the Nikon Z6 III delivers stellar image quality and EVF performance, and Panasonic's S5 II series has earned praise for its exceptional video stabilization. To hold its ground, Sony needs the A7V to be more than just a spec bump. It has to feel like a step into a new generation of creative freedom. That means real-world advantages, not just better numbers on paper. The top LCD debate. One recurring talking point is Sony's decision to skip a top-deck LCD, a feature common on pro-level cameras from Canon and Nikon. Supporters of the omission say it keeps the design minimal and robust, while critics argue it's a missed opportunity for quick setting checks without engaging the main screen. Sony's minimalist design philosophy has worked well so far, but in a market this competitive, even small ergonomic decisions can sway potential buyers. Should you wait or buy now? So, should you wait for the A7V or stick with the A7 IV? Here's the breakdown. If you need cutting-edge autofocus, faster burst rates, and more resolution, waiting for the A7V makes sense, especially if you shoot high-speed subjects or demand maximum detail. If your workflow is already well served by the A7 IV's 33MP sensor and 10 frames per second burst, and you need a camera now, the A7 IV remains an outstanding value, especially with current discounts. Final thoughts. The Sony A7V has the potential to be a true hybrid powerhouse, combining a 44MP sensor, AI-driven autofocus, 20 frames per second bursts, pro-level video features, and a more ergonomic body. If Sony executes well, it could secure its spot as the king of enthusiast full-frame cameras, and possibly lure users from rival brands. For now, all eyes are on Sony. If the A7V delivers on these rumors, we might be witnessing the start of a new chapter in mirrorless photography and professional videography.